Hello, my friends. Paul here in the Logan Boston Airport. And look, I've been to many airports, and this is the very first time that I am the only single person around. And I guess that's what happens when you fly super early in the morning. But feeling very energized. It was an amazing week here in Boston on a leadership development training with some of the most influential faculty from the Harvard Business School for IBM. We got a group of about 30 IBMers in management or leadership from all around the world. So that alone was an amazing synergy. But putting about 30 of us in a group on a boot camp all day, entire week, reflecting about some of the complexities, theory and practice of leadership with some amazing simulations and exercises. We did an exercise simulating climbing to the top of the Mount Everest with a team of people with conflicting goals, and how to be able to align those different goals in the benefit of the entire team, while also being able to accomplish to some extent the goals of the individuals that form the team. Working on areas like effective communication and an amazing concept. One of the professors, author of a book on psychological safety, right? So, as a leader, how to build a psychological safety for your team to be able to disagree with you, to be able to bring forward when things are going on, when things are going wrong, and bring issues forward, right? Create that safetiness for people to be able to speak up is so fundamental for achieving success in leadership, in change management. Another very interesting area that we explored and reflected on and worked on was leading change, organizational change, cultural change, and the multiple complexities that are rooted in a large organization, corporation like IBM with about 400,000 employees globally, or many others, right? It is really a marathonic endeavor for a leader to drive change in such large, complex organizations with very rooted principles and values and practices. So reflecting on some of the requirements for driving that change, influence, right? Very fundamental skill of leadership. The ability to get other people to do things when they don't necessarily hierarchically report to you. So having that horizontal influence across multiple stakeholders internally in your organization as well as externally with your clients. We also had the opportunity to reflect on the power of platforms, right? Building a platform that is able to create an ecosystem across multiple, again, stakeholders in that entire ecosystem required for your success, required for leading change, for innovating, for leading people in general. Many interesting concepts that, again, I thought it was worth just sharing at least very briefly some high level points on them. Another area that really stuck with me, something that when you hear it, it sounds so obvious, so simple, right? When it comes to decision making, usually people, teams, organizations don't have a very well structured or well defined process for reaching those decisions. Generally, what happens in many places is that if there is a problem, at best, people do some sort of brainstorming, right, to come up with multiple potential alternatives, right? Very basic, divergent thinking, come up with many options, and then going convergent and trying to pick the best. And there is some sort of selection, in many cases, really kind of implicitly or based on who proposed what. But really, there are very established processes, and in a very simple way to add a structure to that process of decision making is adding a layer of, once you have multiple options for a potential decision, Asking yourself, asking the team, asking the people involved, what are some of the preconditions required for that option to be feasible, right? You are not working on whether that's going to be the final choice for the decision, but really go on the exercise of assessing each of the options to see what are those preconditions required for it to be good, to be successful. And once you achieve that, maybe of your 7 options, 2 or 3 of them it may meet those preconditions, and that way you have, not only one option that you chose against all others, but you can propose. This can be in an internal decision to propose to senior leadership, where you can put forward 3 choices that you know that all of them at least have the minimum requirements for success. It can also be to propose to a client, right? You may not necessarily just come with one option, but there may be multiple choices to reach that decision of success. And again, many very, very interesting subjects we had the opportunity to reflect on, to work, to do some exercises, to create some very, very good synergies. And again, leadership is a subject where there isn't necessarily a right or wrong answer. It is a continuous process, a dynamic. The important part for all of us is to continue investing in our self-development, in the benefit of our teams, in the benefit of our organizations, in the benefit of our clients, ultimately making a positive impact in our communities, in the world, through our work, and certainly being in a position in a position of leadership is an incredible opportunity to make a positive impact. So it is well worth it investing in yourself, in continuously reflecting, introspecting, questioning the way you're doing things, and practicing some of these amazing things that, again, I just had the incredible opportunity to learn from some of, really literally, the most influential thought leaders in the world. Effective communication, creating good conditions for teams to be open, right? That psychological safety, I think, is amazing. Making right decisions. Many great subjects to reflect on. Amazing week here. I slept about 4 hours a night, but surprisingly, I feel amazing. I feel very energized. It is a little under 7 a.m. here in Boston. I'm already at the airport and ready to go to South America to meet with multiple clients. So everybody have an amazing week ahead, and make sure to continue working on your own self-development in the benefit of your clients, your company, your community. Cheers from Boston. See you soon.